Councilwoman Youngblood. City Clerk, are you in? Ms. Harris?
Yes, sir. I'll be
Okay.
here.
Okay, we have, for the reconvene the meeting, Councilman Johnson made the motion. It was seconded by Councilwoman Youngblood. Roll call, please.
President Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Bowling,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood,
Yes.
Councilwoman Jackson,
She's here.
Councilwoman Benjamin,
Yes.
Councilman Randolph, Councilman Randolph, Councilman LaShaw,
Here.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Here.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes. Councilwoman Jackson is in also. Councilwoman Jackson?
Yes.
Okay, she's in also. Okay.
Is Councilman Randolph in and is here with us?
Councilman Randolph?
She's here.
Okay.
Were we asking
Yes,
roll call or saying yes or no?
We just called to reconvene for the meeting to come back into session, regular session.
Okay, that seems like
Okay.
we're asking roll call. Okay.
Yes. We haven't got to the roll call yet. At this time, I'm going to ask Councilwoman Jackson if you would be so kind to give us the invitation.
She's right here. Dear God, we just thank you for another day and another opportunity to give your name the glory and honor. Lord God, we lift you, we magnify your name. We choose to bless you and give your name the glory, honor, and praise. Lord God, we ask that you use us for your glory right now. Lord God, let us make wise decisions on behalf of your city. Lord God, we decrease that you might increase. Give us a fresh and a new Holy Spirit. Let us not lean to the left or the right, Lord God, but we want to fix our eyes on you, the decisions you would have us to make. We also created us a clean heart and for you the right spirit within us. Lord God, we pray for each and every one of our citizens. Lord God, we pray for those that are afflicted with their bodies, COVID, and any other disease that is not of you and from you. Lord God, we pray that your blessing and healing upon us right now. We plead the blood of Jesus over them. And Lord God, we just thank you that you will be alive. Thank you to us on this day in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Councilwoman Jackson.
Amen. Amen.
Let us recite the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
The flag of the United States of America.
to the republic
For which it stands,
one nation, under God,
liberty and justice for all.
just for all. All right. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Bowie,
Present.
Councilman Bowling,
Present.
Councilwoman Youngblood,
Here.
Councilwoman Jackson,
Present.
Councilwoman Benjamin,
Here.
Councilman Randolph,
Present.
Councilman LaShaw,
Here.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Present.
Councilman Johnson.
Here. As stated before, we do have a quorum so we can conduct the city business. The character trait of the month is discernment, understanding what is really happening. At this time, council members, you have before you the regular May 12th agenda. At this time, are any corrections, deletions? At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the May 12th regular agenda. Who move that, President? We have a motion by Councilman Johnson. Do we have a second? Second. Second by Councilman Bowling and Councilman Randolph. Any further discussion? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Oh, good. Like that one.
President Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Bowling,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood,
Yes.
Councilwoman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Benjamin,
Yes.
Councilman Randolph,
Yes.
Councilman LaShaw,
Yes.
Councilman
before you two items to be considered for the consent agenda. We talked at length on last night about these two particular items. I will read each item, and if you would like to remove an item for further discussion, you can. But like I said, we talked at length last night. Give reference to both items. Consent item number one is to vote on setting a date to have a public hearing for a variance for Mr. Spencer, application Ward 3, and consent item number 2, where our Chief Cooper discussed with us last night at the work session to approve transferring $34,000 from salary line item 16100-511,001 to fixed asset line item 16100-510-55 for the police department animal control vehicle. As you know, currently the police department only have one animal control vehicle that they're operating with now, and at the request of the chief that he asked us if we would approve this so we can move forward with purchasing another animal control truck. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to place both items on the consent agenda and approve both items. Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I have a question.
Sure.
That first item, has that already gone before the Board of Adjustment?
I think it's yes, sir. Only thing I'm talking with Attorney Madison, from my understanding, the only thing we need to do is have a public hearing for a variance. That's my understanding.
A public hearing with them or with the council?
With the citizens and council.
What was the Board of Adjustments?
What's that now?
What did they say, the board say?
I don't know. Based on Attorney Madison, are you on?
Yes.
Please give more insight.
Is there a question about whether...
Yes. In reference to the variances for Mr. Spencer.
Yeah, just seeing what the Board of Adjustments recommended, Attorney Madison. I don't know that the Board of Adjustment has made a recommendation.
I don't think they're making right now.
Because I know they just been going for a while. So,
And what the question was, has the Board of Adjustment made a recommendation? I'm not aware of one.
okay.
I think it's not
We can take it. We can take it off. Okay. Sorry.
And I can report back to the council.
We already went through planning in November.
Okay. All right. Do we have how about consent item number 2? We only have one item to consider for the move forward with the consent item. Do I have a motion on the floor to move forward with consent item number 2?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I have not, I did hear from the chief that he has not heard back from one of our local vendors. When I asked about the other local vendor, he hadn't had a chance to respond. He may be on the call and could address it now. But again, I was concerned that we want to make sure that we're giving all of our local dealers an opportunity to bid on this vehicle.
Yes, sir.
And Chief Wolfer was kind enough to provide some information regarding that, but I did not hear all 3 other names being mentioned. So I'm going to have to abstain from that vote until I get that information.
Okay, that's fine. Do we have a motion on the floor to move forward with the one item? Hello?
Mr. President.
Yes, sir, Council.
President.
Yes, sir.
Could we, in light of the fact we don't know whether our local car dealership had an opportunity to submit a bid, I think let's table this until we have been given some assurance that our dollars can possibly be spent locally. I think we should go ahead and table this and just see exactly what the Turner Chevrolet, Long Lewis, those 2 major car dealerships have submitted a bid. I know they may not be on the state bid list, but that doesn't matter as long
long as you're trying to keep those dollars at home. So I think it would be wise for us to allow those two dealerships to go ahead and submit a bid.
Okay, well, we'll just table both items. To the approval of the council minutes, I know we have a marathon set of minutes. So council members, please approve and read all of the minutes for our next council meeting. We definitely need to approve all sets of minutes for our next council meeting. At this time, are there any announcements from any other council members? Are there any announcements?
Yes, but I will go ahead and make my general announcement. We meet every Tuesday at 12 noon concerning the coronavirus, and I like to give this number out each time we meet, so the public can have it, get your pencil and paper. Now, the number is 605-475-5950, and the code is 040801. We have the experts on, we have general citizens on, and we have a Q&A at the end. So if you've not been attending those calls, we've been meeting since the beginning, and since the filter in, please get on the call on Tuesday at 12 noon. It's very important. I'm glad to see some elected officials are taking our suggestions and making resolutions and ordinances and announcements and press conferences and videos. So we have the information to use, so if you all need the information, by all means, chime in, get the information, and use it as a know.
Can you repeat that number again, Councilwoman?
Yes, sir, I can. It is 605-475-5950.
Okay. Are there any other announcements?
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other announcements? Any other announcements? Councilwoman Thomas, no announcement?
On my close out remarks.
Okay. Now to the citizens' request, Mr. Edgar Calloway or North Star EMS, are you on the line, Mr. Calloway?
Yes, sir, I am. Glad to be here.
Okay, how you doing? Go ahead.
Doing good. So we just, I am a Selma native. I graduated high school here and moved to Tuscaloosa. For the last 28 years, I've been working for an EMS company that was originated in Tuscaloosa. It's called North Star Paramedic Service. And we were notified, and most of it is grapevine stuff, but we were notified that Care Ambulance was going to cease operations in Dallas County, Dallas, Lowndes, and Chilton County, actually. And so I contacted Mr. Randolph. Mr. Randolph and I, we won't tell you how long ago it was, but we played football together at Westside. So I knew Mr. Randolph, and I contacted him and told him I would like to speak to y'all about our company having interest in running the EMS service, ambulance service in Selma, Dallas County. And that's how I got here. He referred me to Mr. Bowie, who set me up for this meeting so that I'd have an opportunity to speak to y'all, answer any questions that you might have as we move forward with this process.
Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Okay. Any questions? All right. Thank you, Mr. Calloway. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
Next, we have mayor's report. Mayor's report. Attorney Madison. two documents from my office. One was the resolution this afternoon, and the concerning Ms. Sally Jackson. Earlier document was the Old Depot Museum lease agreement. I believe it's a 3 or 3.5, 4-page document, and the resolution, I believe, was reduced to 1 page. But those two documents were discussed last night, and presented to being presented to the City Council now for its approval and passage if it's the council's decision. Okay, what was that again, attorney? The old Depot lease agreement and the resolution honoring the life and work of Sally Jackson. Okay, council members, have you had ample amount of time to approve that Old Depot museum contract?
Mr. President, we have.
Councilwoman Jackson.
Mr. President, I don't have a copy of that resolution.
I don't have it either.
I don't see it. I did receive a copy of the contract. However, I have a lot of questions because the contract actually states that it permits in 1998 and it's set to go for 20 years. And so I think we're out of our time. I didn't reading it, I didn't see where it said we were renewing or it would start effective May 12th of 2020. The only date I could see was the 98 date for 10 years. And so I don't know how we're going to approve this contract because it's already outdated. Okay.
What we'll probably do is go ahead on table it and move it to our next council meeting. Because I know I did receive it today, but haven't had an opportunity to read all of it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I'd like to tell attorney,
Okay. Councilwoman Thomas, I didn't recognize your voice there.
well, I'm just thinking, I did not receive that information on the resolution nor the contract. I didn't receive it, didn't come to my email.
Okay, we'll make sure, if you could, I can forward you a copy of that, Councilwoman Thomas, and then I need to print out a hard copy. I will print out a hard copy for you. And Councilwoman Thomas and President Boyd, I'll be happy to have that resent to the entire council. But that was my request originally, to have it sent to the entire council.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, if you could, Father, go ahead and move forward with that. Our attorney Madison, then we have ample amount of time that we can review it at our next work session. Sure, I'm glad to see that. All right.
Are we asking about, what about the resolution?
Okay, Councilman LaShaw.
Councilman Bowen.
Councilman Bowen.
After perusing the Old Depot, nowhere does it say anything about the city giving the Old Depot money. If anything, it says Old Depot is supposed to give the city $100. So, still unsure why the Old Depot's money was curtailed when the lease agreement has nothing to do with them receiving it. As far as I read, did you read something different, sir?
Oh, whatever it's too far.
So again, I'm confused why we stopped paying them in September or whatever it was last year when their lease has nothing to do with them receiving money from us.
Well, we can just go ahead and move forward with this discussion to table it for our next work session. But I do understand your sentiment, Councilman Bowen.
Thank you, sir.
Also, Mr. President, we need to find out the origin of the $800 because the lease itself, as my colleague stated, make no mention of $800, but it do indicate the Old Depot pays to the city $100.
Yes. I think I heard Councilwoman Benjamin.
Yeah, but it's not on this particular subject. Are we done with that subject up here?
Yes. Okay. And I'm also have you all had opportunity to look at the resolution? Attorney, did you email us the resolution also?
Yes, I had. I had my secretary.
I can't see it.
Okay. I don't have the resolution. We'll take it to the next council meeting. Hopefully, all council members have an opportunity to look at it. Are there any additional questions for Attorney Madison? Any questions for Attorney Madison?
Attorney Madison. Yes, sir. Have we got clarity on the next step to solving our issue on associated with our bovine friends?
I've got some clarity that I received at 4:14 p.m. today. I was forwarded an email from the building inspector's office through my secretary, and it reads in summary that a form was sent out 2 weeks ago to have the property owner fill out, go before the city council, except that I think he needs to go before the zoning board, the board of adjustment first, not the city council. He stated that he apparently he lost it. Another form was sent through the mail Friday, May 8th, 2020, and an email was sent to him, and he has not been heard back from as of May the 8th. This is regarding the cows on his property at 227 Clipper Drive in Selma, Alabama.
Attorney Madison, at this point, isn't it time to kind of cinch this thing up and move on, or are we going to continue to let it work itself out with the Board of Adjustments? What is your advice on this situation?
Well, I think it's fair to both the property owner and the adjacent property owner. He never asked for a variance. I don't know why. And once should be asked for and granted or denied, and then he can lawfully be told to get rid of the cows or a variance granted that he doesn't have to.
Well, and I guess just so the letter's going out, that puts us on a little bit better timeline as far as getting this thing to a head sooner than later, sir?
I would think so. This is the information I got about an hour and a half ago. Well, actually about an hour ago.
Okay, because this has obviously been going on since November of last year. Really, let's get wrapped up as you and I have discussed before. So I just want to check in and see what your thoughts were as to where we were right now, Sam.
My thoughts are that if he's been given the direction to apply for a variance, that he should be given time to do that. Your question is how long and how much time, apparently. And the answer to that is whatever is reasonable. What's reasonable differs between ordinary reasonable people. But I think it should be right away. An answer should be had right away from him. If he fails to refuse to answer, then he can and maybe needs to be cited. The other question would be process, and that involves either a co-enforcement officer of the police department or the fire investigators.
Thank you, Major. I appreciate that. I guess we'll just wait and see. I guess you and I will maintain contact independently at council meetings to discuss it further as it unfolds in front of us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Attorney.
Hey, y'all. You got a question before Attorney Madison?
Attorney? Yes, I have one.
Hello. Councilman Johnson, I think I heard you first say Councilwoman Thomas.
Yeah. I talked to him today, Attorney, about Senator Jackson. I did briefly mention, but everything on that resolution, did you get an opportunity to talk to Councilwoman Benjamin and President Bowie to go ahead and wrap this up for the next council meeting? I did not talk with Councilwoman Benjamin, but I did talk with Council President Bowie, and he was in agreement that the information involving a more expansive resolution beyond honoring her for her longevity and professional service did call for some more discussion. That was my recommendation. And he okay. And I'd agree with you also. But we give a chance, since
Ms. Jackson live in Councilwoman Benson. I did talk with her, told her that you're supposed to reach out to her. So sure. As well. But you say you didn't get a chance. So hopefully y'all get a chance to talk to her tomorrow. For that reason, when we give it that out, our next work session on council meeting, we can have this taken care of.
And Councilwoman Benjamin, if I'm not mistaken, just voiced her desire to talk with me later anyway, so I'll be happy to.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Give me a call. I was waiting on your call today because Council Johnson said that you would call me. So please do give me a call at your convenience.
All right.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes, Attorney Madison, did you have received my information, move forward with our fixed up?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, so by the time the next, when will those letters be going out?
Before the end of this business week, which is Friday.
All right, thank you.
You're right.
Thank you. Any other questions for attorney? All right, thank you, Attorney Madison.
Thank you, Attorney Madison.
Ms. Wade?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good
Ms. Wade? All right.
Good evening. Good evening, Cordy. This report is for the finance report for the month of April ending April 30th, 2020. For sales tax, for the month of April was $949,085. That's up by $22,000 for lodging tax, the total was $47,579, up by $14,045.
Thanks, Becky.
For tobacco tax, it's $16,539, down by $6,537.95. For lodging tax surcharge, it's $22,359, up by $8,138. Sales tax for the half cent that was collected is $118,635, up by $2,800. Simplified seller use tax, which is tax revenue that we receive from online purchases, is $55,485, up by $20,257. Municipal aid street gas tax is $16,289, down by $22. Rebuild Alabama gas tax is, and this is the tax that we just started receiving as of November 2020, is $1,463 for diesel, $5,012 for regular gasoline, which is a total of year-to-date total of $41,562. And this is comparisons from the previous. These comparisons are in comparison from FY 2019 versus FY 2020. Any questions regarding these revenues?
Any questions?
Yeah, Mr. President, I got one question. Wait, on the tobacco tax, did we go find out what caused that major increase in March of $45,000?
No, we would have to get the tax and license. Tax collector, Kim, she probably can help give us more insight, and I'll try to research it a little further, but I haven't had an answer yet, but I'll work on that to get it back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Mr.
Mr. President.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Wade, I was interested to say, you at a starting point, you may want to check with the EDA. I'm pretty sure that lodging uptick is due to those in the industrial park that we have. Their workers, their contractors are almost living in our hotels. So you may want to start with talking with Wayne Roneman, International Paper, anybody in the industrial park. Okay. And I also want to say, if you notice the city of Selma, according to the information that I have and that's been presented before us, you notice that because we seem to have a steady revenue stream, and in some cases, there's a constant increase. But what I will say is, we have most of our revenue seems to come from places like Industrial Park, as Councilman Benjamin just mentioned, and also grocery stores. We don't have a whole lot of retail like we once had before. And Walmart continues to stay open, so that will help us a lot as well.
Right. Any other questions? Any other questions for me? All right. Thank you, Ms. Wade.
Let me just go to the budget performance.
Okay, go ahead.
Revenue collected year to date, revenue collected for the current month was $1,248,105. Year to date total collection of revenue is $11,620,964. That's 66% projected, so we're about 16%. We're over halfway through the year, so that's probably about 10% over what would have been anticipated according to what was budgeted. Expenses for year to date, for the month of April was $1,199,666. Year to date total $8,451,202. Expenditures based on what's projected is 48%. So we're right in line, or actually in a good place right now in terms of spending versus the revenue we're receiving. Okay. Let me my report out. And also, I just wanted to mention as well that if you notice on the bank account statement, there's $1 million that you all approved for the COVID-19 pandemic relief. It's under the general fund, which is the first column under obligated. So you can see where it is restricted. Mr. President, are you on? Okay, Councilmember, it seems like his call may have dropped possibly, and we're going to go ahead with the agenda until he is able to chime in. I'm not sure what happened. And that was our finance report from the treasurer. Then we're going in now to committee reports, and it's not listed in order on the agenda. So let's start with Public Works and General Services.
Yes, Public Works General Services do not have a report. However, we had a meeting scheduled last Friday. That meeting will be rescheduled. What I do have in my possession, I got out of my box today, is an email from Alabama League of Municipalities, and it references hazardous pay. And let me read it. And of course, this comes from Lori Lynn, who is the General Counsel of the Alabama League. And it states, some of you will have read that a few municipalities in Alabama have authorized what they call hazardous pay. For some of their essential employees during this COVID-19 crisis. The exact details vary, of course, between each different municipalities, and it is easy to understand the good intent behind such decisions. However, if your municipality is considering looking at doing something similar, we would recommend that you try and avoid the phrase hazardous pay due to some legal concerns surrounding what that term implies, and the further concern that this term could prove detrimental to your municipality. We would recommend that you instead consider calling it simply a one-time pay increase, temporary pay adjustment, or supplemental pay rather than hazardous pay. Let me read that again. She would recommend that you instead consider calling it simply a one-time pay increase, temporary pay adjustment, or supplemental pay rather than hazardous pay. We believe that this simple change in terminology may help better protect your municipality moving forward. Also keep in mind, any such pay increases will have to be authorized by the council. If you all recall, the council authorized at our last council meeting for 1 month and 1 month only to be looked at after that 1 month hazardous pay for the police department and the fire department. And there was an attempt by my committee to include the public works general services because they too should be included in this hazardous pay function. It would be wise for whatever terminology that the council used for the hazardous pay for the $1.75 an hour that was authorized for the police department and the fire department, the terminology changed due to this correspondence. Once again, I will reschedule the Public Works General Service Committee. The intent is to include the Public Works General Services employees to be a part of, I want to say hazardous pay, but we have been cautioned not to use that term. So I'm going to simply determine until the council decides what terminology they want to use. I'm going to simply determine the supplemental pay for Public Works General Services. That concludes my report.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Short. Thank you, Councilman Short. Oh, you're back. Okay.
Councilman John?
Yeah, no, this is Councilman Randolph.
Councilman Randolph.
I'm glad that the league said what I said yesterday. You know, we should call them hazardous pay. I could give it a public works a raise. Get those guys what they went out and also when the mayor.
Councilman Randolph, please turn on your radio.
That's not me.
I'm just saying who's upstairs, turn on the radio, please.
Yeah. And that's all I'm saying. I think it's the best thing to do with public works department is give those guys a raise what they make before the mayor laid them off and took their vacation days, took their sick days, and if I give $1.75 added on to $7.25, that's a slap in my face. Some of those guys was making $11 and $12 an hour before they left, and that's the rate of $7.25. You can't afford family coverage insurance. If you get family coverage insurance, that'd be your own check. You know, so let's stop playing games with the public works department. If you're gonna talk, let's give them a $5 raise, a permanent raise. We ain't talking about $1.75 just to the virus. Just give them a $5 raise. Then put everybody $20 an hour, and I think that's fair enough. And it's money there because the mayor gave his folks, gave himself a pay raise in the middle of the year, and nobody said nothing about that. So we can do it too. Let's get a public work. Everybody took the head, man, a $5 pay raise. Bring them up to $12.25.
Mr. President, if I can respond. I heard you say there's more time than one about the mayor rehiring people making $7.25. That really disturbed me, and I found out that is not true. I found out some guys from higher pay making more money than when they were released. So when you get some people making $7.25, that previously were earning $11, I don't know if we get you facts on Councilman Randolph, but what I've been informed, what you're saying has no truth to it. Okay.
Yes, can I chime in on that if I could?
Go ahead, Councilman.
I went out there myself because I heard Councilman Randolph say it myself. So I went and talked to some of the employees. And what I got was that all along the survey when I think they've been going for about a year. So all of them came back as a new hire. I think he started them all at minimum wage, but he called each and every one of them one by one and put them in a position in
which they're making more money off with the money they were making before. So none of them guys that was rehired is making enough pay. Unless whoever was rehired refused to take a position that was satisfied with what they got. Every one of them that was rehired has come in as a new worker, which was started out another way, but when they did, the mayor called them all in there. And I'm getting this from an individual himself. I didn't talk to the mayor office, I talked to the individual, the worker himself. And that's what he explained to me. That all of them went from from a new hire to an operator, and that's why they're making more of what they were making more than what they when they left. So and again, the only one that's not is one making a few positions. But again, it may be more to it than what it is, but it's just one individual that I'm today. Okay. My internet is fine coming in and out, but go ahead, Councilwoman Desmond.
Okay, so it's good to me. We're asking everybody about this, whether it's true or whether it's not true, except for the finance department. There's an individual on the phone that can tell us this information, and she is called Madam Treasurer. Madam Treasurer, can you speak to this, please? Yes, when everybody came back, as far as I know, most of them came back at a salary. They had to start overview. They didn't come back at their regular salary because they told them that they were considered as new employees. Now, I do understand that there were a few that got promotions, so they were able to get more money coming back before these. And that's just not work. That's doesn't include in the police department. We have people that came back, they came in different capacity, but they would make much less. You had one person that was making $11 an hour before they left, and they came back making maybe like 9 or 8 or something, or a little less than that. So yes, that is true that they did come in making less. Now I don't check on a regular basis to see whose salaries are increased, because before when Ms. Jones was there and Tim Herron was there was a process where the finance department would review and receive personnel action request forms. That way we could manage the money and know who got a raise, what salary changes. We no longer receive those. So I can't tell who's getting raises, whose salary changes, and I can't verify if those salaries did go up, but I can verify that there were many that came back making less than what they had.
Okay. Hey, Mr. President, Councilman Randolph. Hey, Ms. Wade, did those guys, when they came back, did they get their vacation days, sick days, and all that?
No, they didn't. They were told that they were a new hire and had to start over again.
See, that is bad. That is bad, but my colleagues, y'all can fix it up how y'all want to fix it up. Talking about ain't nobody making no $7 an hour, but you took those people hard-earned vacation days. You took those people. I'm talking about the mayor. I ain't talking about y'all. Oh yeah, I'm about to sign in on that. No, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the mayor. So we can tell you guys. I know y'all ain't saying that, but y'all been down. Y'all didn't fight hard enough for those employees that got laid off. No, I'm telling you, we should have been fighting for those people. That's why I fought hard for those people to get their job back. I took it in the rain by myself. I took it. Y'all ain't do none of that. Cause y'all was in cahoots with the mayor. Then y'all trying to whenever an opportunity for you to sacrifice, and if you know 1 year your salary, you have all your discretionary, you have all your travel and training, we could have brought 48 people back to work on the eve of Christmas. You chose not to support that. Council, hold on. Okay, Council, okay. All right, but let me ask one more thing. There's also what's on the table to bring the revenue. All this could be all this could be good. But there's a shit with this. But now you want to talk about getting all this more money. Now they don't even get money. Why not? Okay. All right. Back to the regulation. about the young man Selma. We is working together, trying to get something together. Like I told her, I didn't want to do that without her being involved. She said that she was waiting to hear from the parents, and we're gonna try to co-host this event before Orville and Selma. Because he went to school in Blackwood at Selma High School, and I think his family was just born and raised in Orville. So I just reached out to Mayor Orville, and she got back with me and said that she was from the parents. Also, I think a phone call about the city court to reopen up, and I'm trying my best to reach back out with the mayor again and get some information on behalf of the tennis court to see if we can open up, because I think the government done open up some of the jobs and some of the events and afraid that the park is part of it. If the park is open up, and I'm hoping I can get out from the mayor by tomorrow. And somehow we know we get the newspaper and the radio station and let them know that the tennis court is real soon. Also, I posted some on my page about the garbage around here in several areas in Ward 8. And it was, like I said, and I want to appreciate the public work for going out and getting that garbage. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why I posted it. I posted it because people need to see what they're doing. And the question I asked was, why? Why y'all doing this? Why? So my point I'm getting, Mr. President, I hope it's going to be stopped. So I want to thank the public work for going around and getting the out that was counted up in Ward 8. I'm pretty sure that there's something I could miss, but I also went back and revisited these areas, and believe it or not, it already started back again. It just makes sense. Where's this garbage? Back in the same place again and again, but they're going to get fired. Eventually they will. And my point, when they do get fired, don't come ask us to stop your break on this ticket and all.
I know. You are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself by pressing *6.
Hello? I'm going to count. There it is. But anyway, that's pretty much in my report, but I just pray the Lord that please just stop dumping the trash, and once I hear from Mayor Lofton, I will come back with a report on that parade that we're trying to have for the young man, and also if I get information from the mayor by tomorrow, I will put it out there and let them know the tennis court will be open. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Youngblood, Community Development.
You are unmuted. And no report.
Okay. Any closing remarks?
No report.
Okay.
Okay.
Councilor Equipment, Councilor Randolph. Councilor Randolph. I don't have a report. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. I don't have a report, but Councilman LaShaw, at the last meeting, I believe he said that he was trying to get with the mayor and he could be dedicated one of those garbage trucks to go around picking up trash in the community. And I was trying to see what he could definitely do with that.
I haven't been able to get in here to talk to the mayor about that proposition. I was hoping that he would have been able to attend our committee meeting last Friday, and I was going to run it by him. I'm still going to be pursuing that one day. I think it's needed, and the Public Works General Services is picking up garbage anyway. And to be honest with you, the city is not in the garbage business. But if it were not for their effort, then we would be having and seeing much more garbage than what we're really seeing now. And I just want to thank the men for doing an excellent job with the few manpower that they do have in the Public Works General Services here.
And also, Mr. President, as you know, we got equipment out there, but we don't have enough manpower. We only have, I think Public Works only have 12 employees. Is that correct? Correct, Councilman?
Yes, 12, I think it's 12, 15 with the director, Stephen Hendricks, is doing the work of a laborer because of the manpower shortage. That's just testament as to who he is. He's a leader, and he does the job by leading. And I just want to thank Stephen for the leadership that he's exhibited in the Public Works General Services Department. Although he's very short-handed, going from 12 to 15 workers to where it used to be 30 to 40.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Thank you.
That's it.
All right, thank you, sir. Councilman Boley, Administrative Committee.
Yes, I did get a chance to get with Attorney Madison, to discuss the request for information from the public, and him and I are working on, or I guess he's working on some language that we can review to see if it needs to be added to the current document that I presented. Hopefully, it sounds like Attorney Madison is running pretty full tilt right now, so hopefully we'll have a chance to get together in the coming weeks to get this thing done and finally get this document introduced to the citizenry so they can start requesting information in a more economically viable way from the city.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Councilwoman Benjamin, Education Committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to remind everyone again about Tuesday's meeting. Look for information on all of your media, print media, social media, radio media, television media. All of those those spaces, they receive the information. Just in case you didn't get a chance to write it down, 605-475-5985. The code is 040801. Also, during my closeout here, wanted to ask Madam Treasurer, the people that were, the employees that were laid off, is that this money still remaining in the budget, Madam Treasurer?
Yes, if you all have not voted to reallocate it elsewhere, so it's still there. It's still available.
Okay, so the money for the laid off employees still yet remains in our budget, correct? Correct. Okay, just wanted to ask in a different way on that second go around so that we are all clear that the money is there and the employees can come back. And also, for clarity's sake, Madam Treasurer, so a person that has worked 22 years or 23 years and they're just coming back as a new employee, they have lost all their time and will not get to retire in those next couple of years. Is that correct? According to the way it's set up, I would have to defer that to HR with Pauline Williams. She's the expert on it. I'm not sure how it goes with the RSA. But in terms of the city, at the point of retirement, you're usually allowed to use excess leave time to go towards your retirement. So if they lose that, they don't have that opportunity to retire early, utilize their accumulated leave time. So yeah, they're affected in that manner. Okay, I hope that is being allowed. So we'll look into that further. Citizens, you all please realize that the world, particularly the United States, is making many attempts to phase back in to reopen. The nation is reopening in phases. But let's be clear, we can't go back to what we were doing. So we have to be careful, we have to be cautious, we have to be safe, we have to be healthy. Continue to go by the CDC guidelines. Continue to do those things that are proper and appropriate, that we can raise on, washing your hands, covering your mouth. Those things that we know to do, let's do those as well as this nation begins to slowly reopen for the sake of the economy. But for the sake of the people is what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking for the sake of the people. Let's keep ourselves safe, because if anybody can save you, it is you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Benjamin. Public Works, Councilman Ashore.
I've already given my report, Mr. President. I think he was absent, but I didn't give my closing remark.
Okay.
My closing remark is this COVID-19 is a serious thing. This thing has killed over 80,000 U.S. citizens in a very short time. When it surpassed the men and women that were killed during the Vietnam War, it became alarming to me. The Vietnam War went on for 20 years. This 80,000 deaths came within 3 to 4 months, and it's continued to rise. We need to take every precaution that we can to protect ourselves and our family and our fellow brothers and sisters. this bill in other state, I don't know if it's a premature thing or not. I just hope and pray that our political leaders and our medical leaders is calling the shot to ensure that whatever we do, we will at least have a chance to beat this terrible virus. And I'm hoping and praying that the scientists is on a fast track to getting the antidote for this virus. And I'm sure that with God's grace and mercy, there will be big fans in a hurry because it is devastating not only to the United States, but the entire world. So once again, we just have to be mindful that we got to watch out for one another. When you see crime happen, don't be afraid to say something. Pick up the phone and call. And we see my friend Sam Randolph walking down 3 o'clock in the morning with 44-inch TV on his shoulder, then Walmart is not open and he didn't get it from Walmart. He got it from somebody's house and make him take it back. Be safe out there.
Second Councilman Stewart, Councilwoman Jackson.
Committee report, President, and closing remarks, take care of the next tonight.
Thank you. Public building. Councilwoman Thomas.
Yes, no public building report, but my closing remark is to the citizen in Ward 7. I was listening to Councilman Johnson say that public work is picking up garbage, but in my area we have a lot of exposed garbage that's been sitting up for over a period of 3 to 4 weeks. This is just too much garbage in our area where people live. We went out this morning and we got to get this garbage up. They keep bringing in overnight. It was just too much. It was built up on Church Street where the trailer was full and also the vehicle was full. We cleaned it up, put the sign up. We're going to have people to monitor the area because it doesn't make any sense. We clean it up and then come back, they got it back. Even in these overgrown city right-of-way grass where it's been rolled up and covered the sidewalk, they're beginning to go bad about it. And it's not good for the community. It's not healthy for us. So me as the representative for Ward 7, I have to do what the citizens have asked me to try to get this taken care of. And we're going to keep doing what we're doing to try to keep our neighborhood safe and keep our neighborhood clean. And while we're out here, we're being safe to wear our masks and we have cover up jumpers on that are all for us to go out and do this. And it's because we live here and we love our neighborhood, we want to be clean and we want to be safe. So I just thank for the people that are doing what they're doing to help us keep our neighborhood clean and our streets. Also, I want to say to the people that live in my area, we're taking care of the problem with the raw sewage. We got that taken care of because it was 2 or 3 years that we come every year we have this problem. So thanks to Ray Hall coming out and the team to find what we need to do. So we taking care of that issue.
All right. Mr. President. Yes, sir, Captain's on. Can I just chime in on one thing? Go ahead. Is the toilet fit my phone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. Okay, good. Councilwoman Benson, you got some question today to go to the mayor with. Is it okay that I send that message to my attorney, Malcolm?
What was the question? You can say it. I don't remember.
Yes, bring the workers back to work. And I agree, because someone's not here. It's going to get great for yourself. And I would love to go back to asking the mayor about bringing the workers back. And then right now, where I'm in it, they definitely want to bring them back with more pay. And I'm all for that. I have no problem with that. And I heard the way he did say that we have funds for the slot. Even we have to get a new hire or get the old one. Let's find a way to help make this happen. Bring the workers back all along or whatever we can bring back and set a decent salary for these workers that come in besides minimum wage. And it sounds like the council on agreement with this by getting more money. So let's make this happen. So if it needs to be, you're trying to please approach the mayor with that and let us know something what he said?
I'll be happy to do that, but I want to clarify which works we're talking about bringing back.
Well, new ones, everybody put some application out there. Some grass cutters, tractor drivers, whatever we need, whatever consists of running our city, whatever we need.
I'll be glad.
A recreation fund work.
I'll be glad to take
And
that.
also cemetery, also, we need to find out help upkeep our cemetery because we do not need to go another year with all these volunteers. We're great for volunteers now, but still we need to have our cemetery being maintained. Like